I don't play video games. I don't play video games. Adjective. Adjective. I have not suffered for a week. I have not suffered for a week. Pass over. Pass over. A driver was sleeping in the car. A driver was sleeping in the car. I have to skip the next meeting. See you. I have to skip the next meeting. See you. We have a wide variety of flavored syrups. We have a wide variety of flavored syrups. We moved on to the next mission with determination. We moved on to the next mission with determination. Did he check? Did he check? My father is older than your father. My father is older than your father. If they want to pass, they must study for the exam. If they want to pass, they must study for the exam. They are your keys. They are your keys. Are you at home today? Are you at home today? I will start my new job next week. I will start my new job next week. Anything can happen in the future. Anything can happen in the future. Where did you walk? Where did you walk? He watched a movie last night. He watched a movie last night. We were working on our project when the computer crashed. We were working on our project when the computer crashed. The child is less than 5 years old. The child is less than 5 years old. I am more valuable than you. I am more valuable than you. I'm more likely to light candles and incense when I'm feeling stressed or anxious. I'm more likely to light candles and incense when I'm feeling stressed or anxious. 4 minutes later? 4 minutes later? Should show. Should show. Won't buy the dress without trying it on. Won't buy the dress without trying it on. The sun was shining all morning, but then dark clouds appeared in the sky. The sun was shining all morning, but then dark clouds appeared in the sky. Was your stepfather a businesswoman? Was your stepfather a businesswoman? Only important. Only important. We wouldn't send. We wouldn't send. One our double rooms cost $120 per night. One our double rooms cost $120 per night. I will work on my paper tomorrow. I will work on my paper tomorrow. Wasn't he the assistant chief every day? Wasn't he the assistant chief every day? We are not models every week. We are not models every week. What's the result? What's the result? Partnership. Partnership. Had they finished cleaning the house before the guests arrived? Had they finished cleaning the house before the guests arrived? Don't they suffer at 1 a.m.? Don't they suffer at 1 a.m.? I must apologize for my mistake. I must apologize for my mistake. Inside. Inside. We traveled to New York. We traveled to New York. Should he normally collect donations? Should he normally collect donations? We lived in that apartment for 2 years. We lived in that apartment for 2 years. She couldn't cry every month. She couldn't cry every month. You will be connected. You will be connected. They would not insist. They would not insist. Avoid eating junk food to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Avoid eating junk food to maintain a healthy lifestyle. He had never seen snow before his journey into the mountains. He had never seen snow before his journey into the mountains. She likes to dance at parties. She likes to dance at parties. I wish I could fly like a bird. I wish I could fly like a bird. Students will take their final exams next month. Students will take their final exams next month. He always goes to bed early. He always goes to bed early. I didn't know I could lie like that. I didn't know I could lie like that. He may have to work late tonight. He may have to work late tonight. Have you ever ridden a horse? Have you ever ridden a horse? Are there stepson philosophers? Are there stepson philosophers? The term social media is used so much that it has become meaningless. The term social media is used so much that it has become meaningless. His brothers are detectives. His brothers are detectives. Update process of rollout file. Update process of rollout file. They celebrated their anniversary yesterday. They celebrated their anniversary yesterday. Did I push every day? Did I push every day? Will he fail then? Will he fail then? Sometimes I don't have lunch. Sometimes I don't have lunch. Do you babysit often? Do you babysit often? Does she like to dance? Does she like to dance? I had never been to a live concert before. I had never been to a live concert before. I won't be touching it soon. I won't be touching it soon. Where are you working today? Where are you working today? Can you tell me the time, please? Can you tell me the time, please? Seems to be an issue with the mobile site. Seems to be an issue with the mobile site. Wasn't he always a historian? Wasn't he always a historian? Can you tell me what time the cafeteria closes? Can you tell me what time the cafeteria closes? Are your grandchildren supervisors? Are your grandchildren supervisors? The smell of the flowers blooming in the garden was beautiful. The smell of the flowers blooming in the garden was beautiful. If you want to continue, please continue. If you want to continue, please continue. Was my stepbrother an investor? Was my stepbrother an investor? Coffee is hotter than tea. Coffee is hotter than tea. He studies for his exams every night. He studies for his exams every night. He can't care. He can't care. Can we do it in 2 minutes? Can we do it in 2 minutes? We await your response. We await your response. What does this mean? What does this mean? We have already completed the project. We have already completed the project. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. There are no flowers in the garden. There are no flowers in the garden. Please don't blame yourself. Please don't blame yourself. Now do you want to talk to me about my sons? Now do you want to talk to me about my sons? It's faster than it looks. It's faster than it looks. I brought you some soup. I brought you some soup. Correctly. Correctly. He could not guess. He could not guess. The music is so loud, it's hard to concentrate. The music is so loud, it's hard to concentrate. Can you wait me? I'll be there soon. Can you wait me? I'll be there soon. I eat an apple after my father sleeps. I eat an apple after my father sleeps. May not be a stylist right away. May not be a stylist right away. Will I impose? Will I impose? Real estate agents. Real estate agents. He studied Spanish for 3 years. He studied Spanish for 3 years. Your stepmother is a lawyer. Your stepmother is a lawyer. He plays the guitar very well. He plays the guitar very well. Would you like some sugar in your tea? Would you like some sugar in your tea? I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what your problem is. I wish I had learned a second language at school. I wish I had learned a second language at school. Do you have gluten-free options for pancakes? Do you have gluten-free options for pancakes? We should kiss from time to time. We should kiss from time to time. Why don't you come to us? Why don't you come to us? He may not be able to dive after one night. He may not be able to dive after one night. The person arrested by the police is the suspect of the robbery. The person arrested by the police is the suspect of the robbery. These earrings will look great with your outfit. These earrings will look great with your outfit. The train leaves from platform 3. The train leaves from platform 3. What is the purpose of your trip? What is the purpose of your trip? You didn't fix. You didn't fix. Could there be other options? Could there be other options? He will learn to play golf. He will learn to play golf. Was his stepson a waiter? Was his stepson a waiter? It was delicious. It was delicious. Then they get married at 4 a.m. Then they get married at 4 a.m. Have you ever seen a kangaroo? Have you ever seen a kangaroo? Did he share? Did he share? Sorted by priority. Sorted by priority. He always talks to himself in the mirror. He always talks to himself in the mirror. Do you mind if I use your toilet? Do you mind if I use your toilet? Computer on the table. Computer on the table. In the afternoon they will have a picnic in the park. In the afternoon they will have a picnic in the park. I'm going to visit my grandparents this weekend, she said. I'm going to visit my grandparents this weekend, she said. The hotel was fully booked for weeks before I tried to make a reservation. The hotel was fully booked for weeks before I tried to make a reservation. Can't they invest after 1 minute? Can't they invest after 1 minute? I judged 10 years. I judged 10 years. The project was completed ahead of schedule. The project was completed ahead of schedule. Sometimes he could see. Sometimes he could see. Haven't we dreamed often? Haven't we dreamed often? The song that the singer sang touched everyone's heart. The song that the singer sang touched everyone's heart. Was my mother-in-law a caregiver? Was my mother-in-law a caregiver? Please give me time, let me see. Please give me time, let me see. Is our sister an accountant? Is our sister an accountant? Weren't we lawyers 2 minutes ago? Weren't we lawyers 2 minutes ago? We want 4 tickets, please. We want 4 tickets, please. Come straight home after school today. Come straight home after school today. I shouldn't change. I shouldn't change. What would you like to drink? What would you like to drink? Have you ever tried sushi before going to a Japanese restaurant? Have you ever tried sushi before going to a Japanese restaurant? Was the producer. Was the producer. Please speak, I can't hear you. Please speak, I can't hear you. We must sign. We must sign. Food tastes spicy. Food tastes spicy. Definitely. Definitely. The students were working on a group project. The students were working on a group project. What are your plans for today? What are your plans for today? You go on. You go on. The bottom of the bottle was dirty. The bottom of the bottle was dirty. It is possible to raise the position of the country. It is possible to raise the position of the country. Should take a weekly break. Should take a weekly break. I was jogging in the park when I saw my old friend. I was jogging in the park when I saw my old friend. To exercise. To exercise. I'm going to college. I'm going to college. If only the rain had stopped, we could go for a walk. If only the rain had stopped, we could go for a walk. I'm proud. I'm proud. He will present at the conference. He will present at the conference. How about swimming in the pool? How about swimming in the pool? Don't I always have to go? Don't I always have to go? I ate some chocolate for dessert. I ate some chocolate for dessert. How long will it take to get my test results back? How long will it take to get my test results back? I worked here for 5 years. I worked here for 5 years. Will you return at dawn? Will you return at dawn? Was his stepfather a logger? Was his stepfather a logger? She is knitting a scarf for her grandmother. She is knitting a scarf for her grandmother. The house was painted last week. The house was painted last week. They were watching a movie when the power went out. They were watching a movie when the power went out. After a minute you may not be able to play the drums. After a minute you may not be able to play the drums. I'm getting a lot of data from the address service. I'm getting a lot of data from the address service. We toured the museum and saw many paintings. We toured the museum and saw many paintings. I studied until late, and as a result, I passed the exam. I studied until late, and as a result, I passed the exam. I bought a book. I bought a book. I need some help. I need some help. His stepfather is the manager. His stepfather is the manager. We can have a picnic in the park. We can have a picnic in the park. The weather is very hot, I need to drink more water. The weather is very hot, I need to drink more water. The white cat is softer than the gray one. The white cat is softer than the gray one. I don't notice anything strange. I don't notice anything strange. Am I not a daily blogger? Am I not a daily blogger? Connecting with people is an important skill in any profession. Connecting with people is an important skill in any profession. I can't deny that I'm feeling a little depressed. I can't deny that I'm feeling a little depressed. These are your files. These are your files. Ambitious. Ambitious. My son came home yesterday. My son came home yesterday. Then they shouldn't be detective. Then they shouldn't be detective. He rarely misses his morning run. He rarely misses his morning run. We are not models every week. We are not models every week. To practice. To practice. Could the aviator be 10 years? Could the aviator be 10 years? Can they be successful? Can they be successful? Were they challenging? Were they challenging? You kissed 4 years ago. You kissed 4 years ago. Teresa has fewer grapes than Isabel. Teresa has fewer grapes than Isabel. A young man's car crashed into a tree. A young man's car crashed into a tree. When do you usually have lunch? When do you usually have lunch? He visited his grandparents last weekend. He visited his grandparents last weekend. He bought a camera to take better pictures. He bought a camera to take better pictures. Their cousin is the air traffic controller. Their cousin is the air traffic controller. The city is busy. The city is busy. Meanwhile, we'll start next Monday with the current dev. Meanwhile, we'll start next Monday with the current dev. Can you get me some food? Can you get me some food?